tanggal nila after review. So ngayon, pag may competent authority na nagsabi na, oh, baka fake news yan, i-demote muna nila. Tapos i-review nila. Parang ganun.
Yun, isa yun.
Okay,
Isa rin yun sa maganda.
So meron ka rin binanggit about the Filipinos who are equipped with detector ng mga fake news. Can you kindly tell us and all the Filipinos na ano po ba yung mechanism nung nade-detect nila yung fake news? Gaano ang elemento ng oras na na-detect po nila yun upon uploading of that content? Gaano katagal na nalaman niya na fake news yun?
Mr. Chair, yung pong startup na yon, dalawang batang Pilipino po, mga 25 years old lang after college, pero matalino. Galing po sila ng San Carlos sa Cebu. Nag-join sila ng hackathon, ng OpenGov Hackathon 2 weeks ago na in-sponsor ng DepEd, tapos nandun din po si DICT2 judge. Yung mechanism po nila, gumamit sila ng AI, tinitignan yung mga web. Tapos may algorithm sila para malaman kung fake siya o hindi. Ang kagandahan, Mr. Chair, nung kanilang system, dahil Pilipino yung gumawa, yung bang lengguwahe natin, yung konteksto natin, pinasok nila doon. Mabilis nila madidetect. So habang tinitignan nila yung web, kung ano yung mga fake news, madidetect nila. Kaya kami nakikipag-cooperate sa kanila para pag na-detect nila, bigay kaagad sa CICC. CICC naman, babato namin kaagad kay Meta o kay TikTok or yan po isang technical solution na binubuo namin ngayon. Ang kailangan lang is cooperation from the platforms na i-open up nila yung platforms nila to our... Kasi mahirap yung gagawa pa kami ng memo. Tapos isusulat. Tatagal pa yun eh.
So, Secretary, in other words, you will have a working relationship with all these platforms regularly, once a week, mga ganyan po ba? Para at least talagang namomonitor natin yung mga fake news. And all together with this Filipino inventor of the detector or detection of the fake news. Are they going to be involved? Well, sa may-ari ng YouTube, di ba, dito, Google. So, are you considering the proposal of Secretary Agudo about the detection of the fake news by these Filipino inventors?
Mr. Chair, we work closely with the DICT under the leadership of Secretary Aguda, and we will continue to collaborate closely on this issue.
All right, thank you so much with that answer. So, somehow, probably, magkakaroon po ng peace of mind yung ating pong mga kababayan. Somehow, no? But the power of this committee or the next committee, no, on the 20th Congress is to the power of oversight. And I hope that under the leadership of Speaker Martin Romualdez, I'm pretty sure that this oversight power will be observed by this 20th Congress. And rest assured that we will have the 100% support on this endeavor that you have initiated. Congressman Roberts, you were raising.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Tanong lang, no? Hindi kasi ako techie, but I'd like to ask if okay lang ba na magkaroon ng, let's say, prior censorship before a post is posted online, give it, say, mga 3, 4, 5, 10 seconds probably to be able to check kung ito ba ay fake news. Kasi wala naman, alam mo, masama kasi, Mr. Secretary, is that when people post contents online without verifying, validating information, na-i-post na kumalat na
Correct.
Halimbawa po, sabihin po natin na si Dan Fernandez ay isang babaero. Pagka kumalat po yan, kung wala naman pong katotohanan, ay, totoo pala. My point being, Mr. Secretary, is that would it be possible that there could be some system of prior censorship before a content is posted online, as long as it will not violate any law? No, kung ganon, maybe we can closely coordinate with the social media platforms and ask them to do the same. Magkaroon ng prior checking or censorship or whatever they want to call it, as long as it will not violate any law.
Mr. Chair, if I may, the answer po is yes. In our conversation yesterday, malinaw yung kwento sa amin ni Google on how YouTube checks yung mga text. Pagka may mga salita doon na talagang bawal, ginagamit po nila yan for illegal gambling and pornography.